Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. More like Mission Irrelevant Dead Franchise. Y'all have been paying to see Tom Cruise run around in films since the 70s. The man is over 60 years old, literally a senior citizen. He's a member of the AARP. Are responsible for fueling this goddamn delusion that he's got as he approaches decrepitude, that he can still do it like he did it 40 years ago. Well, as much as I'd love to slap Tom Cruise and wake him up, I don't actually blame Tom Cruise. Everyone wants to hold on to their youth. I blame you. I blame you fucking clowns paying for these movies. I mean, let's be real. We're 13 entries into the Mission Impossible franchise. He's been doing this shit since 1996. At what point are we gonna say, hey, Tom Cruise, it's okay to stop hanging off airplanes and crashing motorcycles? At what point are we gonna say, hey, Tom Cruise, you don't need to go get certified pilot's license to go fly around and film another Top Gun movie? At what point are we gonna say, hey, Tom Cruise, you can hang it up. You've done enough damage to the film industry. You're not a good actor. At this point, all you've ever done and all that will define you is the fact that you refuse to hire a stuntman. Now, I actually think it's a tragic tale because Tom Cruise has so much money, he's got so much fame, he's fucked so many women, and he peaked at age 20. So for the next 80 years of his life, which we are in the midst of, he's been having an eternal crisis. You know, if you take the average person, right? They go on a roller coaster, they get like a thrill, they get a $2,000 bonus at work, they get a thrill, they see themselves in the crowd on a football game, they get a thrill. Tom Cruise was that times 1,000 back in the 80s. Like, he peaked so early that he's chasing the dragon. He can't find enough to get his adrenaline going again. So he needs to hang off airplanes. He needs to jump off buildings. He needs to scale the world's tallest skyscraper. And it's you people that encourage this reckless behavior. This motherfucker wouldn't be doing this if you didn't give him money to do it. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And at this point, because of his age, it's elderly abuse. If you pay for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, you are elderly abuser. It's disgusting. Every single one of you are disgusting, and don't come at me with, oh, it's a good movie. They haven't been good movies. My God, Mission Impossible Fallout. Mission Impossible Fallout. Let me tell you how I know the film industry is dead. There was a contractual stipulation that Henry Cavill had to keep his mustache. Some fucking lawyer at the studio put in a stipulation that Henry Cavill could not shave his mustache. Now, I'm thankful that wonderful, wonderful godsend, Joss Whedon, was able to put in some amazing CGI effects and do one of the greatest films ever, Joss Whedon's cut, not the Snyder cut, Joss Whedon's cut of Justice League, and it came out phenomenal. But that just goes to show you how fucked this industry is, all right? And they have the gall to title this Dead Reckoning Part 1. Bro, the franchise is over. Okay, let me tell you a titular error. He's been on 7 missions at this point that are all impossible. How is this motherfucker not dead? How is Ethan Hunt not missing arms, legs, eyes, ears, kidneys, and everything else in his goddamn body? You know what's hilarious about these films? Is the fact that he never sustains any damage, he never gets wounds. You know, I think at this point, if we're a dead reckoning, right, this motherfucker would basically be on his deathbed, right? He's probably been through a million surgeries, body's all fucked up, been kicked in the nuts, had the shit kicked out of him, yet it's so funny, Tom Cruise's pretty face is all dolled up on the poster and on the big screen. All right, so there's continuity error with the title, but that is just the beginning of the problem with these films. These films are catastrophic failures because while I might think Tom Cruise is fucking nuts for doing his own stunts, the stunts aren't really that impressive. Throw $100 million at somebody, they'll dangle off an airplane. Give me $1 million, I'll go get in a motorcycle accident. I don't give a fuck. I might walk away. I might have a limp the rest of my life. $1 million go a long way. I'll just buy some coke and hookers and call it a day, all right? There is nothing that this man is doing that is special because anyone else, given the same opportunity, would do it as well. The only thing Tom Cruise has ever said or done right in his life is coming out as a Scientologist. Now, if you do not believe yet in Scientology, you're an idiot. There is significant evidence that they are absolutely 100% true. As far as I'm concerned, Tom Cruise could not be more accurate about Scientology, and he is a prophet for that reason alone. So I will be paying to go see Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, but I will not be watching the film. I'm going to turn around after I buy my ticket. I will exit the theater. I will go sit in my car, and I will play the Tom Cruise Scientology video interview on a loop for 2 hours because that's more entertaining than this garbage.